What's up, everyone? Back experimenting with some shit that's in my basement. Um, so I've been watching Electric Underground, Mark MSX, and he had a video up on the Extron Super Emotia. I think he's got a Super Emotia 2. This is a Super Emotia 1, and if you haven't seen that video, it's going to be a whole lot better than this. But one quick note, unless one of you lovely people can tell me otherwise, is so I've had this thing for a long time, and recently I stopped using it because there's a power supply that's kind of custom to this thing. Not really custom, but if you lose it, it's a pain in the butt. You got to hack up an ATX power supply. It's got like a I want to say like a PS2 or like a big DIN connector, and the one that I had that came with this thing that I bought 8 years ago probably looked like it was made by some butcher in the back of an AV room. So some point from one of two moves that I've made up till now, it got lost, probably got mistaken for junk, and thrown away. So I didn't have the Extron fired up, and didn't have any real gumption to figure that out and try and solder up my own or hack up a ATX power supply. Mauser makes one, so it's a drop-in solution. I picked it up for like 35 bucks shipped. It's right there on the floor, and I'll put the link in the description in case anybody's in the same boat, because a lot of these, if you find them, sometimes the power supplies are really jank. And this one from Mauser is a Meanwell electric, made in Taiwan, works the trick. So back to what I was starting to initially make this video about, is that I wanted to play some of the M2 shot triggers on this, and I've always been getting them for the PS4, and because I think between the PS4 ports and the Switch ports, again, referring to a lot of Mark's videos at Electric Underground, it seemed like the PS4 ones had less lag, and I've just bought them on PS4, and I've been playing on this big ass TV, and it's gorgeous. But I was like, you know what, can't ever escape the good old cathode ray tube. So and finally I got this power supply, so I went to hook it up. I bought the HDMI to VGA adapter, but wouldn't you know it, I hit a snag, and I bet you can't guess, but the PS4 Pro, this sucker, the lowest resolution it outputs is 720p, and I need 480p for the Extron Emotia, and that's a bummer, because what the Extron does is it takes a 480p signal, interlaces it, makes it 480i, which your TV could see, and then it's got a handy dandy switch that deinterlaces it basically, so it looks like 240p, and it looks awesome. And in Mark's video on this, he made the point that certainly like an old VGA capable CRT computer monitor is I think that's probably really good with an SLG 3000, if they still make those, like a scanline generator. That looks better than this, I would say, but you can't really, it's hard to find a computer monitor that's bigger than about 17 inches from those days. So this is only a 20-inch TV. I have had NEC XM29s, and I have one that's broken, and they're a bear to repair. And that's like a 25-inch VGA monitor that would work on a computer. So if you're doing stuff like Shmup Arch and that sort of thing, that'd really be the trick. But if you want big, this Extron is super useful. So unfortunately, I had a second PS4 and the Slim, and I I gave it away because I had the Pro, and so now I kind of want to go back and like, hey man, like I have the PS5 for what it's worth. It was like, now I need to play swapsies and see if someone will basically trade me, their old, they're slim for my Pro. So let's see if my buddy will swap back. So anyways, this might be useful for one person in a million, because I Googled, can a 480p be forced out of a PS4 Pro, and the Google turned up nothing. Nobody wants to know that. But if you happen to have a Super Emotia and you happen to have a PS4 Pro and you're like me and you want to play on this 25-year-old television, you may be out of luck if you have the Pro. At least that's how it seems right now. If anybody knows of a way to get 480p out of a PS4 Pro, let me know, because actually I've been playing the M2 stuff on the PS5 and it works okay. It's a little hesitant to play those at first, but that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Anyways, not the PS5. The PS5 looks stupid, but the Dodonpachi Daifukatsu happening through the PS5. I got the X1 too, or whatever, Series X, whatever, fuck. So, yep, that's the video. I had an itch to play some Daifukatsu, and had to bust out the good old Xbox 360 for that. And but really, I wanted to play is Tiger Heli or Ketsui or any of the awesome PS4 Pro, PS4 M2 shot trigger ports. So yeah. All right, that's enough out of me. I hope everybody's doing well, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.